Not yet. No, we're testing it. We're testing.
It says now streaming live on YouTube, so we should be okay.
Yeah. So should I end it or keep it there for now?
You can go ahead and end it, and we'll start it again with a countdown.
Not yet. No, we're testing it. We're testing. There we go. That was loud. Wow. How do I end it?
It says now streaming live on YouTube, so we should be okay.
Yeah. So should I end it or keep it there for now?
You can go.
Yeah, this is going to be the link. We're not going to change it, right?
I believe so. Oh, keep it on right now. Okay.
Streaming live on YouTube, so we should be okay.
This is a major delay here.
End it or keep it there for now? You can go.
So you saying stay on or no?
Okay.
Hey, can anyone hear me right now?
Yes, we can, Mike.
Okay, I just have to test my headphones. If you could tell me if it's working.
I can still hear you, but I think your computer's still picking up the sound.
Are you sure? Because I can hear you just fine.
Okay, then that sounds pretty good. I can still hear you.
Awesome. Okay, good then.
Eric and I am champion mindset.
You can log in on.
I mean, you're asking me like I can send you the login to my back. I don't know what my Zoom ID is.
Okay.
Congrats, someone.
Hey,
Bill Sorrentino, right?
yeah, he's working on it.
So how can we pause to kind of get everyone online? Okay.
Well, as they come, Mike, as they come online, we'll see them as attendees, and then for the players we'll up them.
Okay, but how?
For what?
Okay, but Larry should be online right now. How can we hook up him to actually be online?
He's sitting there. Don't you see him on the top? It says Larry Little. He's on mute.
No,
No,
I know.
right.
We have to unmute him. We have to walk him through it because
So
I don't
ask
think
him
he
to
knows.
unmute. And then he has to take himself. So
He has to
Okay.
click the button on his screen.
you might want to call him, but like he has to click the button on his screen to unmute himself.
I can't unmute him from here, yeah. I
Yeah,
can.
I know that.
No.
So,
But he's
okay,
unmuted.
Larry.
Yeah,
Okay, so we
That's
can hear
Larry
you.
Little, the panelist too.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I don't know why. I can hear. I can
Just
see
give me a second. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Hang on. Take Eric Zuli, make him a panelist.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Okay, make him a panelist.
All
All
right.
right.
Make him a co-host. Okay.
And you made Matt. You're a co-host too, right?
Matt is a co-host too, yeah.
And then make Mike a co. Well,
Why can't I make him a co-host?
no.
Oh, there you go. I just put it full screen. Oh, you want me to do that, or you?
And then make Mike.
Yeah. I just put it full screen. Oh, you want me to do that, or you?
And then make Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna give a call to OJ Anderson real quick, okay?
Hey, Mike,
Yes, sir.
I'm getting a whole lot of stuff on this full screen. I'm not getting anything on the small screen, but your face and other names.
Matt, are you there?
I'm here.
Are you there?
Okay.
Okay, look.
I will get back on that. OJ.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy, are you able to sign on?
Yeah, I'll be coming on in about 2 minutes. Yeah.
All right. All right, because we have to make you a panelist, so as
yeah,
soon as you
yeah.
sign in, all right? All right,
Give me
bud.
about
Another
2
name.
minutes, and I'll
Matt.
sign on.
Okay, thank you.
I'm listening.
Get back on that. OJ. All right, buddy, are you able to
Just
sign
get
on?
him there.
All right. Well, I'm.
All right. All right. Okay. Because we have to make you a panelist, so as soon as you sign in, all right? All right, bud. Hey, Larry?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just be a little patient. We're just trying to find out how we're gonna get you up, okay?
How to do what?
I said, we're gonna find a way to get your video up.
Oh, get my video up. Okay.
Yeah, okay? So hold on, okay? And let me call up the other guys real quick. Just be a little patient. We're just trying to find out how we're gonna get you up, okay?
How to do what?
I said, we're gonna find a way to get your video up.
Oh, get my video up. Okay.
Yeah, okay? So hold on, okay? Let me call up the other guys real quick.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you
Hi, Bart. Can you please sign in now?
This is Phil Villapiano, Super Bowl 11 with the Oakland Raiders. This Thursday, in getting ready for the Super Bowl on Sunday, Mike Attardi of the NFL Alumni Jersey Shore chapter will host 4 other Super Bowl champs and myself. We're going to talk a little bit about Super Bowl, a little bit about our careers, and have some fun. So that's going to be Thursday night, 6 o'clock. Tune in to www.nflalumninj.org. Sign up, join us, let's have some fun. 6 o'clock Thursday night, www.nflalumninj.org. See you Thursday.
Greetings, my name is Tim Wright. winner of Super Bowl 49 with the New England Patriots. And I'm inviting you, along with 4 other Super Bowl winners, of a one-of-a-kind experience where we'll answer your questions, talk about our careers, and walk you through the experience of winning a Super Bowl championship. The event will be hosted by Michael Attardi, who is the president of the NFL Alumni New Jersey chapter. And if you would like to join us on this experience on February 4th at 6 p.m., you could pull up a front row seat by going to www.nflalumninj.org and book your tickets. And again, we just want to thank you for supporting the NFL Alumni's mission of caring for kids. We hope to see you there. Take care.
Hey, Matt, if you could shut the video down, that'd be great. All right, thanks. Okay. All right. So, all right, everybody, I know we're live. We have, I'm waiting for, let's see who we have on the panel.
You cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Well, that's me. I'm
that's
hanging
what
up with you. I'm hanging up with you, Mike. I'm hanging. Okay. All right. Well, we're live. Guys, we are live. Got my New York Giants hat on there.
Hey, Bart. We're on.
All right. All right. You guys are all live. Larry, could your video working? Let's see. Let me make sure.
Hey, Eric, Mr. Oates is trying to sign on.
All right, no problem. I'll get him.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Hold on. I think he's going to go on, but
Just
you have to click me on because I cannot get on. It says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Okay.
Just a quick suggestion, if everybody can have their phones hopefully on vibrate or something else, that might help.
Okay.
You got 2 things here. Ask to start video. Ask to start video.
Okay, here I am.
Where's the other one you got here? All right, we're good. All right.
I think we're good. I don't know.
All right.
Coach
Awesome.
Bollettieri, greetings from Fort Lauderdale, sir.
Thank you very much, baby. I'm ready.
And greetings to everybody. I know you, Larry. I'll pop my picture on here.
All right, Larry, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, hang on. We'll get you to unmute. Otis, you're Mr. Anderson. You're ready to. You can unmute right now if you want.
All right, I'm good.
You're good.
And then Larry has to come off of mute too as well.
Yeah, he should have been off from you.
Yeah. If you
So
go all the way on the left-hand side, Larry. On the left, yeah.
He's off mute. He's good. He's good.
That's it, buddy.
Everybody's on.
That's it. And I think Bart Oates is coming on too.
Yep, I'm gonna bring him on right now.
And then we can't hear Tim yet. Tim Wright.
Hang on. Put that on.
All right, we got Mr. Oates' photo, but we can't hear him.
He's good.
Bart's on.
There's Tim. All you have to do, Tim, now is turn on the volume, buddy.
Yes, sir.
There you
Hey,
go.
guys.
All
Hey,
right.
Eric, can you hey, Eric, I'm about to make another quick request. I'm
Yes,
going to switch
sir.
my device. Can you just add me in? One
No
second.
problem. It'll just add you as attendee. As soon as you're in, I'll just upgrade you to panelist. Okay?
All right, I'm coming on right now.
Yeah. Is there anybody else? We're waiting for Al Singleton.
Yep, we're actually waiting for Al Singleton.
Awesome. Awesome.
I should probably call.
My video turned off.
I'm sorry?
Is my video turned off?
Nope.
Yes, it's turned on.
It's on. It's on.
All right.
It's on, buddy. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Michael, I'm wearing the hat that you got me.
Very nice. Very nice. Wear it with like a pride.
Greetings, everybody. So great to see everybody here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Good to see all of you.
Likewise.
Coach Nick, how are you, sir? Good to see you. I've invited one of our business partners, Coach Nick Bollettieri from IMG Academy, fellow New Yorker. actually, you guys didn't know, Nick wanted to be a quarterback and started his career. And he's going to tell you a great story, Nick. He'll tell about your story with Coach Lombardi and how he helped started you off years ago.
Well, Coach Lombardi was down in Dorado Beach. I was the pro for the Rockefellers. And as he was going to the golf course, he said, "Nick, you belong with children." And he helped me get started with my first camp, or one of my first camps in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. And I gave him a lesson, and I have the check to prove it, $17.87. But let me tell you what Vince said. He said, "My teams never lost. We just ran out of time." And I will never forget. And you know, part of this program and be with all you past football players. I'm a great friend of the Kraft family, and I wrote Tom Brady a letter. I said, "Look, I played quarterback in high school, and I dream of passing the ball like you." He wrote me back a letter. He said, "Nick, you're the #1 tennis coach of the world. Keep teaching tennis."
All right.
Awesome. And if you guys don't know, IMG Academy is in Sarasota, down the street from where the Super Bowl is going to be. And Nick is the founder of IMG, and actually the Voluntary Academy, which is now one of the world's largest sports training organizations, and some of the biggest athletes in all sports that have trained there. You've had some big football players train over there, Coach, right?
We sure did. We sure did. We had several trained there, and I started with 40 acres. It's now 600 acres. And we have 9 sports, but I would like to say this.
Hey, Phil?
I do not want to be remembered.
Yes, hold on. I have to speak to Eric now, okay?
Okay, we're still getting
Okay, wait a minute. Excuse me one second. Eric, if you can please sign Phil Villapiano. He's been trying to get in.
Yeah. I just did.
Hey, I'm gonna jump off right quick. I gotta answer this.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, Nick. You started with 40 acres, went to
40 acres, now 600. But what Nick Bollettieri wants to be remembered for is not my 10 #1s of the world, but making an impact on people, especially my Ash Bollettieri inner city program that we do free. And these children need hope to be able to make it in life. And that to me is one of my key things now. And also, I'm very proud to be the first white person to be inducted to the Black Tennis Hall of Fame. I'm in 13 Hall of Fames, but my 2 sons from Ethiopia said, adopted sons said, "Daddy, you got to work on your tan, baby." So everybody, football is my love. You could take tennis, golf, and all the other sports. There's nothing like football, but there's an important factor that we all should be thinking about. The weather on Sunday will make a big impact on the entire game and the philosophy. There will be some luck involved of which way the ball bounces, interceptions. So the weather will be a big factor on Sunday. Football is my love.
Yep.
You take tennis, golf.
There is no doubt about that.
There's nothing like football, but there's an important.
We hear somebody. We got somebody else's video. So somebody's recording.
Yeah. All right. So in the
We're waiting
meantime,
for Al too, bud. Al Singleton isn't here.
okay. But in the meantime, I'd like to start it up though. I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone that has joined us. Larry Little, Hall of Famer from the 1972 undefeated Miami Dolphins. And we got Phil Villapiano, Super Bowl 11 winner. OJ Otis Anderson, who was Super Bowl MVP with the Giants. Mr. Bart Oates, who was also on a few Super Bowl winning teams at Super Bowl 21, 25, I believe. And then we got Tim Wright, of course, big old Super Bowl 49 with the with the Patriots, and Al Singleton, he's going to be showing up pretty soon. He was with Tampa Bay when they stole the Super Bowl from the Raiders. So I just want to make that a point. They stole that game. But I also would like to put a shout out to some of our sponsors that have actually made this thing possible, because of the fact that it's a free event for everybody. And you know, I want to really thank Champion Mindset, of course, as a sponsor. Also, a sponsor is MCCP Services. They are the credit card processing services. If you go to mccp.services, you could check out what they do, and it's an incredible job that they do. And they are the credit card processing service for the NFL alumni. Also, the Salty Whale over here in Manasquan, who has been gracious enough to host the live event. Also, Eric, if you wanted to make a shout out to some of the other sponsors that actually came onto your side.
Yes. Thank you, Mike, and thank you everybody for participating. I know we put this together, really quickly. I want to thank our team. Further thank Eric Zulli from Easy Way Television, who really has done a lot, putting some of the graphics and the video and
awesome,
really helping out. He's friends with a lot of the big players out there. Eric, how are you today? I know you're in LA. We're on the East. Some of us are on the East Coast. How you doing today, brother? You doing good? And we have John Buddigan on it as well. Eric, you were going to say something?
No.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was on mute. I apologize, guys. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate the invite. And hello, Michael. How you doing? And hello, everybody else. Wanted to let everybody know that this broadcast right now is being broadcasted on the Easy Way Wall of Fame app and the Easy Way Family app. And we have a lot of users, a lot of people watching right now. And we're proud to sponsor this event, and I'm proud to help host along with you guys to bring you the action. And we helped a little bit with the background and the video that you guys have seen, and it's an honor to be a part of this because of the cause and what you guys are doing for these for the kids, the NFL alumni, showing how they care for kids. We have a nonprofit called Easy Way Cares, so we support that 100%, and we support you guys with our 60 million homes that we reach with distribution. And we look forward to taking this and getting it out there to the masses. And I look forward to seeing the event. My name's Eric Zulli, by the way.
Awesome. And
All right. Awesome.
And then, and I got to give one more shout out to our brother, Rob Tamboya, referee, the coach, all around great guy, fellow New Yorker, Giant fan. You see, we got a couple of Giant fans in the house, Otis and Phil. So I just want to let you know that. Mike,
Awesome.
I just want to give you a brief intro so people know who you are.
Okay.
Mike Attardi is the president of the NFL New Jersey chapter. We have been we've supported the NFL alumni for about 5 years and are touchdown members with Mike. Mike has done so much, not only here in New Jersey, but also in the Central Florida, and helping build the chapter and spread the awareness. And Mike's a tremendous, not only giver, helping raise money, helping bringing the players together. And so we brought some of the people to help to do the behind the scenes, and Coach Nick to join us. But Mike, thank you for making this all happen. And this was really, this is very exciting. So Mike Attardi, host away. I think we're ready. I want everybody to know this is also being live on Easy Way TV on YouTube. So if there's anybody that can't make the link, Eric, tell them where they can go right on YouTube to watch this live and see it if they're not on the Zoom link with us.
Well, the best thing to do is actually go to your Apple Store or Google Play Store and just search Easy Way, letter E, letter Z, W-A-Y, Family app. And we have it right there on the center. If you're a YouTuber, you just search Easy Way TV and you'll see it. It's right there on our channel. And I just got noticed that we have about 200 viewers on our app right now that are starting to tune in, that are looking forward to the event. And by the way, I just want to let everybody know, if I may, Eric, that I'm proud to support this event as one of the top 10 social media influencers in the world, published as such. and our network supporting. So again, thank you.
Thank you very much. So with that, I want to turn it over to my brother from another mother, Michael Attardi. Take it away, my man.
All right. So listen, I got my first question. I got the first question coming in from Sam from the Salty Whale here in New Jersey, on the Jersey Shore. And he says, Larry Little, this is for Mr. Little. You played with the only undefeated team in the NFL history. Who was your favorite player on your team and why?
Well, the favorite player on my team was Paul Warfield.
Okay.
And knowing Paul and knowing what to this day, today, he would be known as the best receiver in football. Paul was just an outstanding receiver, and more so a great person.
Awesome. Yeah, you know what? That has to be a tough question, actually, picking
It
your
is a
favorite.
All the great guys that I played with on that team, but
yeah,
one that would always stand out would be Paul Warfield.
Awesome, Larry. Well, thank you so much. And Sam, thank you from the Salty Whale. Phil Villapiano, Robert from Long Branch, New Jersey, my old town. Is it true that you were clipped during the Immaculate Reception when Franco Harris scored his famous touchdown?
Well, Michael, I like to say that the Steelers had about 5 things they did. They broke about 5 rules on that play. And yes, I was clipped. McMakin, out of all the times that my feet, I fall down a ton of times. And one time I didn't fall down was on that play, but the guy went right in the back of my legs. But if I went down, maybe we'd get a flag. But in Pittsburgh, the people were climbing over the walls and all that stuff. I doubt we're getting a flag. So, but the answer is yes, clip.
Now, on a personal note, I know that you and Franco are very, very close. 2 Italians, working it all the time, but he's a wonderful human being. And I know that you 2 are friends. Is that right?
Well, yeah, we are. And it's funny as, I look at Larry Little there. I remember crashing into him a million times, Jay, and, but now we're all older, we're all friends, and Franco and I, pretty cool, Michael, you being Italian. My father speaks the same my father did when he was alive, spoke the same dialect as Franco's mother. They came right from outside of Naples, and they went. I won the Italian American Athlete of the Year. He won it the next year. Our parents were there. Our parents became friends because they could all talk Italian together. And Franco and I became friends. And every year on December 23rd, about 4:07 in the afternoon, he calls me up and wants to know what I was doing back in 1972. Franco's my man. I love the guy.
That's a great story, Phil. That's a great story. O.J. Anderson. This is from Fran from Newark, New Jersey. During Super Bowl 25, when Scott Norwood went in to kick what would have been a winning field goal, what was the thoughts going on in your mind?
Well, first, let me just let everybody know I'm sitting in front of a restaurant in my truck waiting on Mike Matucci to have a meeting that's supposed to start at 7 p.m. But I knew I had to do this Zoom. So I'm actually trying to bring some light in here because, I'm kind of like a dog brother,
I can see you. I can see you just fine.
I see you good now. You're fine. You're fine.
So I was trying to get this light right. And Larry, you know what I'm saying, Larry. All my brothers.
I know
what I'm saying. Got to get that light when you're dark. But Norwood was attempting to make that kick. I was doing like everybody else in New Jersey and all around the country who's a Giant fan is please miss this field goal. And from our mouth to God's ears, it happened. So I'm like everybody else. I was wishing he missed the field goal.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, you know, being raised on the Jersey Shore, of course, there were two of my favorite teams. The actual NFC was the New York Giants. Of course, the AFC was the Oakland Raiders, of course. But I will say that that was the only time as a field goal kicker that I hoped he missed. You know, so Al Singleton, are you here, my friend?
I am here.
Okay,
How are you?
Great.
How you guys
great.
doing?
Awesome, my friend. Listen, I have a question from Tommy from Las Vegas. When John Gruden was your head coach during the Super Bowl win, your Super Bowl win, is it true that he knew every play that offense was going to run and prepared your defense to stop Rich Gannon and Tim Brown? Is that true that he knew exactly where they were actually going to run to in terms of routes?
No, that's absolutely not true. It was,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he knew about 98% of the plays, so 100% no.
All right, well, that was a good.
Yeah. So actually, it was funny that week of the game, we actually didn't have the 2 weeks before we played the game. We actually had the 1 week, which was great for us. And they got to the point in practice where John knew the plays so well. He stepped in at quarterback and he played quarterback for the week. So he told us exactly, you know, if they call certain calls, you know, this is what this means.
Wow.
I mean, they had the opportunity to change it, but they did not change the system. So that was a big help.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, so I would say like 98% of that was true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm being facetious, but
I
no,
know.
John knew the offense inside and out. It was his offense pretty
Right,
much.
right.
And some of the calls they did not change. They had some issues with the one of the offensive linemen that actually missed the game. So, you know, they had to keep a lot of things generic, and you know, there was some things that just rang a bell, and you know, we were able to jump on some things or get a jump on a great pass rush, and you know, it wasn't like ABC, but it was definitely a good cheat sheet for us.
Excellent. Bart Oates, how are you, sir?
Doing well, Michael. How are you?
Bart Oates, as you know, is the president of the NFL Alumni, and I'm extremely proud to be with him. And it has been an exciting and amazing experience. So thank you, Bart, on a actual personal side.
Thank you, Mike.
Bart, Mike from Teaneck, New Jersey. Isn't that by you, Teaneck? I think that's by you.
Teaneck, I lived at Teaneck when I first joined the Giants.
Okay, well, it says here, you had a chance to center for two incredible quarterbacks, Jeff Hostetler and Phil Simms, in 2 Super Bowls. Out of the 2 quarterbacks, who had a smoother transition from receiving your snaps during the pressure of a game?
So you trying to ask him which one played with his butt more often? Okay.
No, I'm talking about a smooth transaction, which is important because if you think about it, a big game is a big game, and sometimes there's a lot of nerves.
Well, I think Phil had smoother hands, but Haas had a very gentle touch.
Hey, listen, I'm not the one. I'm just relaying the messages.
It's interesting, right? Today, the quarterbacks take very few snaps under the center. I mean, you know, the vast majority of the snaps are shotgun snaps.
Right.
Keep the guys back there, and it doesn't matter what the down. You know, back in the day, you were only in shotgun during 3rd down.
Right.
So other than goal line now, it's pretty much even in goal line I see guys in shotgun. So, you know,
I mean, if you really think back to that season of your Super Bowl win in 25, it was an amazing feat because if you think about it, you know, Hostetler came in and kind of like really went the whole distance, you know, whereas a lot of backup guys wouldn't really step to that challenge and stuff.
Well, like I said, a lot of the credit has to go to Otis. Otis, he stood up. He was kind of backing up for a number of years. Towards the end of his career, Otis, what were you, like 55 during that game?
Actually, but I was 56 going on 57, so he's kind of close.
Otis was at, but when they put him in, said, listen, you got to go and play. You got to play every snap. And the guy was like a warrior. And, it allowed us to, what really helped us in that Super Bowl, most people don't realize, is we controlled the time of possession. As a matter of fact, it's still a Super Bowl record of time of possession for that game.
That's right.
We had the ball over 40 minutes that game. And that kept that Buffalo Bill offense, which was very prolific off the field, and it allowed us, and a lot of that was because Otis made a lot of great plays.
Awesome. Tim Wright, how are you, buddy? I got to you. All right, this is from William from Boston. He asked, Tim Wright, you played with Tom Brady, who is better known as the GOAT. Was there any time that he messed up during a game and got down on himself?
This is a funny question because the way I'm padded, I think, is one of the comeback stories of that season. So the week before, we had got blown out by Kansas City, down in Kansas City, and I forgot the exact score at the time, but they ended up snatching him, and Jimmy Garoppolo played the fourth quarter of that game.
I remember that game.
Yeah, this was the 2014 season versus the Chiefs in that stadium. And after the game, Belichick infamously just says, "On to Cincinnati." And you guys probably remember that, especially the viewers. And I was a big part of the game plan that week, and we were at home, night game, big game, and I was lighting it up. I caught my first touchdown there, and the crowd just erupted because the week before they was literally saying, the commentary and the media was like, "Is this Tom's last year? Is this the writing on the wall?" And we were able to come back out there and light that season up, and that set the trajectory. So yeah, the GOAT has some games he wish he can have over, but he's the GOAT. We're gonna see what he do Sunday.
Awesome. Now, on a personal note, how did you feel during that Super Bowl when it was that major interception in the end zone that was just turned the world upside down, I would say?
No, it was incredible. I mean, so we were on the sideline as the offense, and all you could do is look through this poised individual stature in Bill Belichick. The clock is ticking. We knew Marshawn Lynch was going to run it in probably, and then we'll have to march down the field, but not a peep through Bill Belichick. He didn't even call a timeout, and all of a sudden, you just see the players running with their hands up, like running back towards the sideline. You like, no, what just happened? And then you could see it clearly. Malcolm Butler had an interception. We just threw our helmets in the air, and it was incredible. That was an incredible finish.
And show that rock you got, man. The rock.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I got to throw that in there.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hey, Michael.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask Tim a question?
Of course you can.
Yeah. Hey, so what I just heard, now, Tom Brady had 3 interceptions last week in the second half.
Right.
I'm not a betting man, but maybe, just maybe, I'm going over to Vegas.
We gonna
Can
put
he
it
recover? Can he recover?
Hey, he gonna get it done, Phil. He's gonna get it done.
Thanks, Tim.
10 times. Come on, he's gonna get it done.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
and I hate the Chiefs.
Hey, listen, who likes the Chiefs? No one.
I don't know anybody who likes the Chiefs.
I respect the talent on the Chiefs, but Tom is going to pull that through. Trusting Tom, trusting the GOAT.
Awesome. All right, the next question goes back to OJ. Tara from Tampa. She says, Super Bowl 25 was the first Super Bowl I ever attended. What did you think about Whitney Houston's version of the national anthem, and how did it make you feel?
Well, she probably sang the best national anthem ever.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think it was so passionate because it was during the Gulf War, and for her to put what we call all of New Jersey in it, it just made all of us feel that we could go out and play one of those games that the whole country could be proud of, our fans could be proud of, and we knew that we were going to give Buffalo everything we had, and hopefully we can come out on top. And you know, I don't care how many times you look at that video, I don't know how many times you look at that kick, it's still going to be wide right.
Amen. So true. So true. So, Bart, I have a question from Sam from Dallas, Texas. Sam writes, who was the toughest defensive lineman that you ever had to face and why?
Jerry Ball.
Jerry Ball. He probably was tough.
Oh, you're a funny guy, Otis. I was just complimenting you. I might take that back. So Jerry Ball was tough. Jerry Ball was like he was about 5'11", 320 pounds, and guy was really quick off the ball. But if he didn't want to move, you weren't going to move him. He said, "I'm staying there. I'm going to be there." But
that's the inside joke with me and Barton.
Yeah, it is.
And a few other people.
Listen, we had some pretty good. Listen, I was playing. Reggie White was in with the Eagles. The Cowboys had some pretty good defensive guys. We had some, Jerome Brown might have been one of the best defensive linemen that I played against, and his life was tragically cut short, but he was a talent. So we had some pretty tough guys.
Okay. Great. Phil Piano. This is coming from Juan from Oakland. All right, Oakland here.
All right.
When I love this question here. When is the NFL Hall of Fame going to finally induct you? It's criminal that you're not in the Hall of Fame already. And can Larry Little help you?
I love it, Michael. And hey, we got our OJ, we got Larry. Bart. I don't know. Bart's probably in the Hall of Fame. I don't know who's in it. All I know is that I'm very happy, Michael. My career was wonderful. I support everybody that's in there. If someday they want to put me in, I would love it. But I have no clue. I had a nice run at it about 30 years ago, but I'm old, man. I think, I'm looking out here with Tom Flores and
I'm older than Larry.
What's that, Larry?
I'm older than you.
I don't know about that. we're the same vintage. But I get Tom Flores out here. I had to call him the other night because I don't know if back east, if you guys are getting those Coors Light commercials.
Yep.
That they're pushing Tom. I'm loving it. And I called him up and he goes, "Fool, I'll get in one way or another." So
I tell you what, Phil, if that get Tom in the Hall of Fame next year, you're gonna see me on Budweiser because I'm trying to get in there too. So.
Okay, great.
Pepsi, Sprite, Coke. I'm gonna be on one of them cans. I might be on the milk carton here if they're trying to get back in.
Been on the milk carton for years. They have found me though. So Larry Little.
Yeah.
This is Billy from Miami. And I think I know what Billy this is, my man. No.
Billy,
but he goes,
Billy B.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. It says, I was one of the children that attended your summer camps when I was younger. I wanted to say thank you for all that you have done for the kids in Miami. Are you doing any more charitable events coming up? Wow. That's a good one, Larry.
Well, you know about one of them real well, Mike, my golf tournament. I have a charity golf tournament every year, although we can have one this year because of the pandemic. I've had it for 14 years where we raise money for young kids, African-American kids, or minority kids to go to college. And we raised over $1 million in the last 12 years for kids to go to college.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Really amazing. So Al,
I keep looking off. I'm sorry. I'm watching my granddaughter playing basketball on another screen too.
Oh, okay. All right. So Al Singleton, Monica from Tampa. I was at the Super Bowl when you beat the Raiders. I remember you coming to the side wall and you shook all the hands for the fans. It was nice that you took the time to recognize the fans. What kind of things do you do now for your local community?
Local community, I'm still involved with my, I'm living up in New Jersey now. So I'm still involved with my high school. So anytime if there's a speaking engagement, predominantly it's for the football team, since I have some ties with some of the coaches in the area. I can go back and talk with some of those guys. And, fortunately now I had the opportunity to work with a group, Stonehill Financial, and try and provide some financial literacy. So that's been a big part, and something that I've been trying to promote and get going for some of the youths in the area. But, over the years since I retired, it's been different various speaking engagements, and really just trying to give the kids a positive outlook.
Well, I mean, one thing that you're actually missing that I wanted to shout out for you is that you are heavily involved with the NFL alumni and the Caring for Kids mission. And you did a phenomenal job helping us with the Navy League when we actually did the Navy League toy drive here, which we actually raised over 1,000 toys for the children of active service naval and for the Coast Guard. So I want to do a huge shout out for that too with the Navy League as well. So thank you for that, Al. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Tim, I got Tony from Neptune. That's your hometown, isn't it, Tim? All right. So Tony from Neptune, Tim, it says, what kind of advice can you give to a young football player who wants to make it to the NFL?
I think the biggest advice that I could say is take it one step at a time. You can dream big. Obviously, where you want to play. That's the destination to get to. But there's a lot of things that you have to focus on throughout the process, whether that's taking coaching, whether that's performing well in school, keeping your nose clean, doing the small intangibles that doesn't get noticed that will separate you from the pack. And character, integrity, those things are very important. Those things are what got me to where I was and what I was able to achieve, and still holding me down today, carrying me through. So the elements of, just working hard, staying clean, focusing, and limiting the distractions around you, because young kids coming up nowadays, there's so many more distractions, in my opinion, from the social media aspect and the technology aspect. In one click, you can be in a new world. So it's important that your history stays clean, and you just think twice every time you make a decision. So I would say those things. And then if you're talented, it'll take care of the rest. So that's what I would say. That's my advice.
Okay. Awesome advice, buddy. Yeah. Let's go back to Phil, Phil Villapiano. This is from Jason from Asbury Park. Okay. Is it true?
My hometown.
That's right. That's right. It is your hometown.
Well, Otis could sing for us. Could we do a little Springsteen, Otis, and maybe you sing My Hometown?
I can't hear you.
He's on mute. He's muted.
Otis is on mute.
He's on singing mute. Though.
Yeah, he is singing. All right. So Phil, Jason from Asbury Park, is it true that North Dallas 40 was really a movie about the Oakland Raiders and not the Dallas Cowboys? Everyone knows that the Raiders had the bad boy image. Did that ever bother you?
Well, Michael, they're really crazy. Good question from Asbury Park. So John Matuszak gets invited to be one of the other players or to be a Dallas Cowboy. And he goes down there and he just takes over the movie. The reason he took over the movie, because I think, they kind of related to some of the stuff that we were doing in Oakland, and they installed it into that movie. So we go, they make the movie in that off season. We go to play the Rams in a preseason game. And John gets the theater and we saw the film before it even came out. And it was really cool. And, Freddie Biletnikoff was Nick Nolte's, who was the receiver. That guy ran a pattern just like Freddie. And Tooze was there doing his thing. A bunch of Raiders were all, guys that were in the movie. So, yeah, we related, we really related to that movie. And it was a very real movie. So,
okay.
Yeah, good question, man. And I think the Raiders fit that mold.
Now, Phil, I remember you kind of talking about how the Dallas Cowboys had this really clean cut under Tom Landry. Always showed up in suits and shine shoes. And then when the Raiders came off, it looked like they just came out of San freaking Quentin with their leather jackets and their chains and.
Yeah.
I mean, now Al kind of did that as a intimidation type of move, right? Or is that just how you guys just wanted to come out off that bus?
Well, no, Michael. I really think everybody, every team had their look, and John Madden. I think that was pretty much John Madden. Because, Al Davis, whenever you saw him, he was dressed in white or black, but he was dressed. John Madden, he just looked like John Madden with his spandex pants or whatever he had on, and his ties were ugly and his shirts were. John didn't care how he looked, so he really didn't care how his team looked. As long as you won. That's all we talked about out there in Oakland. You could do anything you want. We really had very, very few rules except show up on time and win. And so, the guys dressed, it was almost like a contest who could dress worse every week, not dress better.
That's classic. Larry, I remember you sharing a story with me on, we were on a live show in Orlando, if you remember. It was right during the Pro Bowl. And one of the things that I thought was fascinating with the story that you shared about back then, they didn't have Under Armour. So what did you do during the cold? Share that story.
Well, Shula didn't allow us to wear thermal underwear. So our equipment man in the cold weather bought some pantyhose called Big Mama. And we were in New England. It was like 14, chill factor like 14 below zero. So I put on my Big Mamas. Kuchenberg, before the game, he goes out on the field and comes back in, and Jim Lange, the center, asks him, Bob, how cold is it out there? He said, it's cold, but you don't need to put on those. Well, I bet my Curtis kids might be listening. No pantyhose. I said, the hell with you? I'm wearing my Big Mamas. Then in the fourth quarter, when the sun went down, during the TV timeout, and we were in the huddle, Kuchenberg started running back and forth from the huddle to the sideline. When he got back to the huddle, I said, I know you wish you had on these Big Mamas now, don't you? But they kept me warm. They didn't keep me warm, but it was better than not having them on at all.
That's right. So here he is, a Hall of Famer, telling you that he wore pantyhose. I love it,
Big
man.
Mamas.
Big Mama. That's awesome, buddy. Larry, I'm going to go back to you with a question from Mark from Ohio. He said, I grew up in Ohio, but I was always a Miami Dolphin fan. I remember when you guys went undefeated in 1972. How critical was your backup quarterback, Earl Morrow, during the 1972 championship season? That's one question. And my second question is, how did he feel when Bob Greasy started in the Super Bowl?
Well, when Bob was hurt again in the fourth game against San Diego, Shula had a history with Earl in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And when he brought Earl to the Dolphins, we all wondered, why did he bring this old man here to be a backup quarterback? Because Earl was like 38 years old at the time. He was younger than George Blanda, Phil.
Yeah.
And when Bob went down, Earl came into the game and said, everybody just be cool now. Everything's going to be all right. And believe it or not, Earl had the longest run from scrimmage all year for the Dolphins. Longer run than Mercury, a longer run than Zonka, a longer run than Kick. Earl ran a 38-yard touchdown in that game against San Diego. Now, we were playing Pittsburgh. The game we weren't doing too well in Pittsburgh, up in Pittsburgh, when Earl started that game. But for some reason, Shula, he just had a knack for knowing when to make a substitution. And he put Bob in the game in the second half. And Bob came in. We got a spark when Bob came in because he was our leader. And when Bob came into the game, we scored the first series in the second half, I believe it was. And then in the Super Bowl, we knew who was going to start the Super Bowl because Bob was our leader and he was our quarterback. Although he had been injured, Bob was our quarterback. Earl didn't take it well, but Earl had a lot of class and he went along with it.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah. And what a amazing man. I had the opportunity to be in about 4 of his golf tournament, his actual golf tournaments over in Naples, and he was a great guy. So
he was a great guy, great person, and well, Earl played in my tournament also when you were there, Mike. Also,
right? Yes, he did.
He passed away. Yeah.
Yes, he did. Bart, the transition from football, was it a hard transition? And what did you do life after football that actually made you happy? Wait a minute, you have to.
I'd actually started when I was, and Otis used to make fun of me, but I went to law school during the off seasons and then graduated, took the bar, and then still played another 5 years. So during the off season, I was practicing law for 5 years before I retired. So when I was ready to walk away after I spent my last 2 years out in San Francisco, it was kind of an easy transition for me because I knew what I wanted to do and where I was going to go, and I was already working.
Right.
It was fairly easy for me.
Now, I think that's a really great question that I think everyone on the panel, if you could kind of explain your transition, because as you know, I know a lot of you guys had long careers, long, exciting careers, and someone like me, NFL stood for not for long, so so I want you guys to share with the audience, what was life after football and how you made the transition. Did you go into working with kids as a coach? I know that Larry was a phenomenal coach. In fact, such a great coach that he was even a coach for the World League of American Football the actual same years that I was there. So, Larry?
Well, when I retired, I owned a business in Miami, a skating rink called Superstars Roller Tech, with Nat Moore, myself, and another guy. And I was an athletic director at a high school here in Miami, Miami Edison. I got the call to come to my alma mater, Bethune-Cookman in Daytona Beach, to be the head football coach. And I had never coached before. And when I got the call, I told the athletic director, I said, I've never coached before. But he said, Larry, we need you here. We're about to lose the program. We need you back here to save the program. And this is my alma mater. So I said, yeah. And I didn't want to see the school lose the football program. So I was there for 9 years.
Wow. I
was fortunate enough to win 2 conference championships, one in my second year and one in my 7th year. After my 9th year, I got a phone call. A lot of you may know John Wooten. John Wooten called me and said, well, he's executive of the Fritz Pollard Alliance now. John said, there's an opening coming up in Ohio to a football team. I'm going to give this guy a call, tell him that you're available to start coaching in the World League. So I accepted the job in the World League in Ohio called the Ohio Glory. Only funny part about that, Art had just become the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. So at my press conference, I wasn't thinking. I wore a gray sports jacket and some black pants. So a guy asked me, "Is there a reason you coming in gray and black, silver and black?" I said, "No." So I said, "I didn't even know why." Isn't that the color of the Oakland Raiders, a team that I hated, Phil?
I got it.
Because you guys beat us more than any other team. And after 1 year, they moved all the teams to Europe. And I didn't want to go to Europe to coach. I was there for 1 year. And an opening came up in North Carolina, at North Carolina Central University. And I accepted the head job there, and I was there for 6 years. Got tired of coaching and moved back to Miami and retired from coaching. So that was my 16 years of glory in coaching.
Awesome, Larry. And Phil, your life after football transition, buddy.
Well, it's a little different from I don't know. It's really weird, but we win the Super Bowl. And first of all, let me start. Ben Davidson and I'm sitting next to him on an airplane. We're flying back from a game. He's been in the league about 12 years. And he tells me that, Phil, you know, a little advice to you. I'm a rookie. Keep everybody's business card. This thing could end tomorrow. He gave me one of those talks. I've never forgot that. My father was a little Italian from New Jersey, and he kept telling me, Philip, you never know. You never know. And everybody, I just had that you never know feeling the whole time I'm in the NFL. And so we win the Super Bowl. We go to Vegas. The whole Raider team goes in. We're the entertainment for the golfing, gambling weekend. I'm playing golf with a guy. He ends up being the fun guy in the foursome. We get done. He says, let's go in and have a beer. I said, okay. We go inside, and he goes, you know, I've had a lot of fun with you over the weekend. And, you know, what do you do in the off seasons? And I go, I lift weights. He goes, oh. And he shakes his head, and he gives me his card, and he goes, when you grow up, why don't you give me a call? I said, what do you mean when I grow up? I said, what do you got? What are you talking about? He goes, I got ships. And I go, you got ships? And he goes, yeah, you live in New Jersey. You know, across from Newark Airport, our office is right there. Those big container ships, I own 4 of those, and we go back and forth to Europe. So that off season, I was, you know, that already was halfway through the off season. So in 1978, I went back and started running around with this guy's salesman. And I started learning about shipping. And I did that for 5 years. And then I really retired from football. I got blown up near my knee up in Buffalo, and I was really done. But I had already done 5 years. I had a secretary, I had an office. I knew a little bit about shipping. But guess what, guys? I'm still doing it now, and I'm still getting paid, and I'm loving it. And I move freight all over the world, and I have a good time doing that.
Awesome.
It's a crazy job.
Awesome, Phil.
Thank you, Michael.
Great story, because you're like a father was a very wise man. You always keep those cards.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got them all, man.
I love it.
Nobody does it better than OJ. I've watched him once, man, but I learned. I've watched OJ. But anyway, it's all good. And, you know, all of us guys and all the viewers out there, Michael, we all got a nice little advantage because we played in the NFL. And in shipping, when I went into shipping, it was like 99% male. And 99.9% of them were football fans. So I had a nice little edge.
Yeah.
And I used it.
Of course, yeah. You know, that is one thing that even if you were a scrub like me, you could still hold that whole NFL thing still is in back of you. You know what I mean? So, hey, Timmy, tell me your life after football, buddy. I know it, but I'm sure like everyone would love to hear about it.
Yeah, so life after football for me actually started before I even got into high school. And I picked up a pair of clippers. I started cutting my friend's hair, and I just loved the aspect of the exchange and conversations, and then making somebody feel good, and then they keep coming back. That was just like a rush for me. But then when I got to college, it took off, and I was a full-time student, full-time I was the sole offensive captain on the team and a full-time barber. And I was cutting kids from all around school, literally kids that represent all areas of the world. And they'll be hitting my phone and setting up appointments. I'll be sneaking them right into the locker room. And it was just love. And the coaches knew what I was doing, but they just always respected it because I was able to compartmentalize each aspect of my life. And I said, one day when I have the means, I would love to come back on campus here at Rutgers, leave a legacy, and open up a barbershop hair salon. And in 2016, I was able to do that. And it's the first barbershop hair salon on any major campus in the country. And we've serviced we had over 30,000 services rendered so far, over 10,000 different people. And it's amazing. And then
wait. Let them know the name of it, man. It's everything.
The Right Cut, yes.
The Right Cut,
Sorry,
Jim.
The Right
The
Cut,
Right
yes.
Cut. I love it.
You got it. I was going to bring it up, but you're right. So yeah, Right Cut. And actually, guys, so I've been cutting my hair, my own hair, my children. I've been cutting my hair since I was the age of 13. So it was something I was built in. So I saved a lot of money, made myself look good, and I made other people look good too. But one of my most recent projects that I'm working on, and I'm pretty excited because it'll be able to impact people around the world, and it's called Dome Audio. And so this is the world's first surround sound bone conduction headphone. So we have 3 patents on the technology, and essentially there are nearly 500 million people in the world who suffer from hearing impairment. Now, for people who doesn't have any hearing impairments, as well as the people who do, this headphone sends music through your bone rather than your eardrum. So when you hear this sound, it's like a sound like never before. And essentially we're able to impact the way the world experiences sound. So we have one more component to where when you're hearing your music, you can have conversations and hear everything around you. But then you have the ability with our cover to put a cover on and block the outside world. And with this cover, there's a blank canvas on the front of it, and we can essentially collaborate with any brand and celebrity around the world. So essentially we have this fashion, music experience crossover headphone that'll make sense for people of all ages and all love of music. So those are my things, and very exciting, very exciting. Got my family with me, and proud you guys, very grateful to be in company with you guys as well.
Excellent. Al Singleton.
Just get my deal off mute here. So I guess it was a little bit different for me. My dream was playing in the NFL, and I would, since I was 7 years old, that was my dream. And what kind of fueled that was people said that I could not do it. So that was probably like everybody else. That was my dream, my goal, my go-to. So when I was done playing football, I'm not sure if anyone else feels like this on the panel, but for me, it was, it was just a little bit too soon. I was fortunate enough to play 10 years and be able to walk off the field. And, I don't know, but it was always a feeling like I could have played 2 more years, maybe just 2 more. I kind of blame that on Bill Parcells. Even though I played 4 years for him, it felt like 7. So, so I, I know you do. When I was, fortunately, I got him when he was a little bit older, and maybe he took some slack on us as compared to you guys. But when I was done, it's kind of like their writing was pretty much on the wall. They were bringing in younger guys, and even if I didn't think they were quite as good, I'm not going to be an old man running down on special teams. So that transition was a little bit tough for me, and not sure if I was wearing my emotions on my sleeve, but I think my 10th year there, I was backing up, splitting time, and Calvin Hill had asked me, towards the end of the season to just come out with him and get something to eat. So we did that. We got a chance to talk with him, and he was, just making sure that I was all right. Not necessarily financially, but being in the game for a while, and it was my passion. He was just wanted to make sure that things were okay, and I would be all right moving on. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm fine. I looked at different franchises. I knew I wanted to work with kids at some point. So fortunately, my last year playing, I got married. dated a long time to this young lady, and I, went back to New Jersey. We had kids and 2 girls, and before that, I opened up a dry cleaners. My experience from playing for Tampa, playing for Dallas, with Tony Dungy, it was a great organizational learning system that he implemented. And I wanted to bring that to my customers, to my employees, and also be able to help generate some income for, people in that area up here in Morris Plains. So, I did that and didn't want to be anywhere near football. So I'm not sure if everybody else felt that way, but I didn't watch football for maybe 2 years, Super Bowl, great, but I didn't flock towards that. It was just weird because I felt like every day I need to be on a time schedule. So the dry cleaners fit well for me. That drove me crazy. I quickly learned that it was a little bit tougher to implement things for non-athletes than athletes. So, I got a taste of that. Actually went into coaching, something that I said I'd never do. Reluctantly, a friend of mine asked me to come out, coach his high school team, and I did, coach the linebackers. Got a great response, and I realized that I had a lot to implement and teach these young men. And, I did that, coached at high school, coached at Fairleigh Dickinson University. And the funny thing was, when you're coaching, you're thinking it's all about football. And I realized I got so many questions about life in general, finance, everything. How much money, the wrong questions, how much money did you make, this and that, not how much did you save, so really just schooling these young men on financial things that I did right, things that I did wrong. And actually wind up after got tired of coaching a bit and wind up joining a financial firm, Stonehill Financial. And, it's great because the question I had earlier was, what do you do to help? And, a lot of things financially, just to bring some wisdom, to some young kids, to some older adults. It's been a godsend. So it feels like, I'm helping people all over, kids, adults, just to find their way. So it's the transition, I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but, the transition right now is still a process. I'm still, being able to help people. And that's what I realized. That's been my goal.
Okay, awesome. Now I'd like to turn this over to Bart Oates too now. Bart.
Excuse me, I'll be right back. I got to go, like my grandma used to say, I got to go water the horse.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, we also
thanks for sharing that, Larry.
Some of the,
I'm sorry, Eric.
We also had some questions from some of the folks that are on the Zoom with us.
Of course, yeah.
So first one's from Kyle Mansfield. This one actually is a question for Phil. I know Phil said earlier, he said, man, you and Larry would figure out who's older. Well, Kyle's from Southern Oregon, and he was wondering if you still stay in touch with Bobby Moore and the other players from back in the day. We were family friends of Bobby and got to eat with the team back in the day. It was only 44 years ago when I was 12. So that's Kyle Mansfield who's on here. So I don't know if that brings back memories, Phil.
Well, we'll let Kyle know that Bob and I are still very, very good friends. Matter of fact, I went and visited with Bob and his wife, Paulette, to see the Raiders win their first game this year. We were all excited. We had to go to some place where sit outside, but it wasn't that bad. It was in the Bay Area. So Bob and I are still good friends. He's over in San Francisco. He's a huge lawyer. He's done quite well. Hey, Bart, he started when Bobby was he tried to run the Players Association, and he ended up in his own law practice. So he's done quite well with the law.
Good. Yeah.
And the Players Association like you. So let me give you a Klamath Falls story. Oregon, where this guy's from. The Immaculate Reception happens. We never figured we're going to get beat by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was horrible in those years. That the crazy thing happened. We thought we were going to go down and play against Larry next week in the AFC Championship game. We flew back to Oakland. We got nothing to do because we figured we were going to win. Bobby goes, why don't we go to Klamath Falls? I said, okay. So we got a case of beer. I don't know what time it was, 11 or 12 at night. We took off for Oregon. We got there 5 o'clock in the morning. We're exhausted. We drank the beer. And he goes, let's go. I go, where are we going? He says, we're going to an Indian bar. I'm like, what's an Indian bar? He says, Phil, this is almost Christmas Eve. These Indians party like crazy. It's going to be a perfect night. We go to the Indian bar. We don't get to his house till Christmas Day, the whole next day. I love Klamath Falls, Oregon, just from that one trip. So, yes, Bobby and I still good friends, and we done a lot of goofy things together.
Awesome, awesome. Okay.
I got a bunch more questions, Mike, but they're all for Larry, and he's not here.
Okay.
Larry's watering the horses. Never heard
hopefully
that.
Hopefully he's not wearing his big mamas. It's like 55 degrees in Miami today.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I have one for Phil again. Just really quick for Phil. Phil, Al Davis, very controversial owner, but from your stance, how was he as an owner for the players that actually played for him? I can answer this question, but you could answer it better.
Well, Al was, I loved, I always tell everybody, if you're on Al's side, you're in good shape.
No
you don't
doubt.
want to go against him. He's pretty tough guy.
Yeah.
But Al and I got along. We got along great, and I loved playing for him. I loved the way he thought. And all these guys, we're all the same. And I think when I got into the NFL and I got to the Oakland Raiders, I realized that this was truly the type of football that I enjoy. Meaning, if you're the best player, you're playing. And if you're the worst, I mean, you even screw up a little bit, you're gone. He only wanted to have that type of mentality on his team. And I just loved it. I couldn't get enough of playing for Al Davis. I couldn't get enough that Al Davis took on Pete Rozelle. Matter of fact, you guys back on the East Coast, it starts out here at 8 o'clock, but what time is it back there? I don't even know. But tonight is Al Davis versus Pete Rozelle on ESPN at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So if you guys want to see Al Davis, and I don't know how they did it. I think they did a real good job with the show. But without an Al Davis, I don't think the NFL would have ever got to where it is right now. It took characters like him to go against Pete Rozelle, to be the wild guy, to wear black uniforms, and to, coach. He coached any of it. It was just a different personality, but it all went well together. And I think I give Al a lot of credit for making the NFL what it is today. And Pete Rozelle also. The two of them fighting each other was, I think, a good thing. Tune in 8 o'clock tonight.
Awesome. And Phil, I just saw the piece on you. It was amazing. It was a great, it was a really awesome piece. I think you're like a daughter posted it on your site, and it was so captivating. And anyone who is not a Raider fan should see it, because you will become a Raider fan after you watch it.
Thank you, Michael. That was a lot of fun to do. And hey, for guys, they came to my house, they wanted to do something on me. I was totally shocked. I thought we were going to talk about Raiders going to Las Vegas. No, they did a piece on me, and they actually made it pretty good.
Yes.
So that was I'm glad you said that, Michael.
It's
My
awesome.
beautiful girlfriend, Janie, just came home.
Hey, Janie.
Janie was out playing golf today. We're 75 right out here in Palm Desert.
I don't want to hear that, please. I'm freezing over here. All right, the next question.
The next question I have here is for Larry. Larry, I don't know if this, Dennis Thicklin was asking, who are the team captains on the 72 undefeated Dolphins team?
Bob Greasy, Nick Bonacani, and myself.
Awesome. And then the other question I had for you was,
captain.
What's that?
I'm the token captain, the black guy.
Oh, oh, you're too
All
funny,
right.
man.
Now here's the other question I got is, who is the best of the three Finns running backs? Mercury Morris, Larry Zonka, or Jim Kick?
Well, they were all different. You know, Zonk, you know, I mean, there was never probably a harder runner than Zonk. And Mercury, I mean, the pull in front of Mercury, I had to be fast myself because I'd be leading, blocking for him. He'd be grabbing hold of my pants, and I'm running, trying to run, hitting at it. Take your goddamn hands off my pants. Jim was a great back, catching the football coming out of the backfield. Plus, and as a matter of fact, Jim was a better blocker than Zonk. And yeah, Jim did. He was a great runner, great team running back. He could run, he could catch, he can block. Zonk was just that bull, straight ahead runner, and Merck wouldn't block anybody. But he could really run, and I enjoyed pulling for him.
Okay, so Zonka or Earl Campbell? Who is the better bull rusher?
Earl was faster than Zonk.
He was a bull rush.
Oh yeah.
And Michael, I would like to answer that question.
Go ahead.
There is nobody harder to bring down than Larry Zonka.
Really? Wow.
Except for Earl Campbell.
Okay. I was on to something.
God. You know, I have to, you know, I used to rate the running backs with the little guys like Mercury Morris. You know, they're easy to tackle, but you can't catch them. Yeah. And then you got the guys like OJ and Franco, and they're big, but they can move. And then you get the Zonkas. Oh, they come right at you and hurt you. But I think Earl Campbell had a little of everything, and he was so good.
There's no doubt about that.
Wow. No doubt. That what made our offensive line so good. We didn't want Zonk putting that big head in our backs.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. All right. So is there any other questions, Eric?
Yeah, there was another question from, what keeps you guys motivated? I guess we can go around the horn on this, but what keeps you guys motivated, and what advice do you give to keep the passion going for your dreams? This is from Jeremy Middlebrooks, who's actually one of our students, who is a long-haul truck driver. He travels all over the United States, and he's working to become a professional speaker. So, yeah, what keeps you guys motivated? Why don't we go around and ask that? You want to, Phil? You want to start it off?
Yeah. Okay. I'd love to start off. I don't know if anybody's got a better life than me. I absolutely enjoy every single day.
I love it.
And it's just easy. And I think probably because it's almost, it's deep in the twilight. I'm deep in the fourth quarter now, and I wanna live another, a bunch of years, but it's probably not going to happen. So I got to live every day pretty hard. I like to go for it. That's what I do. When I go down, it may happen tomorrow in Las Vegas. I don't care. I've lived a beautiful life.
Awesome. And I think the back part of that question is, what advice would you give to keep the passion going for your dreams?
Well, I think if we've all made it, and I think it was Al who said, hey, we got there. We did our dream, and there's very hard to ever outdo the NFL and all this stuff with that. So, you just got to take it to another level, but you use the same mentality. So I use the same mentality in the normal world that I do in the football world, and it seems to work just fine. How about that?
I love it.
If you can understand that.
I dig that about you, Phil. I dig that, man.
Yeah. Just go. Just keep going, man, and go hard.
That's great advice, Tim.
Yeah.
What's your advice?
Yeah, my advice. I think it starts with identifying what you love love is synonymous with your passion. And if you can identify that, you can wake up every day, run into whatever you do 100 miles per hour, and it doesn't necessarily feel like work. The truth and the reality is, even being the youngest guy probably on the screen, life isn't easy. Life throws curveballs. The more responsibility you have, the more obligations you get, the more you got to show up every day, more strategically, and provide, bringing more effort to the punch. So I think, when you can identify what you love, when you're proud of yourself and you know who you are, that's important too. I think, when you self-reflect and you figure out who you are, that's a step to finding out what you love. And then once you find out what you love, the passion will happens every day, and you can just reciprocate that. So that's my advice.
Well, I had just received a message from Bart Oates. He said, thank you very much. He had to go to another meeting, but he had a wonderful, wonderful job here, time here, and said, thank you so much, everyone involved. And he said, Larry, maybe when he comes down to Florida, you and him could hook up.
Okay, and I have that guy that owed me that money to pay me my money that he's on. Yeah.
I love that story, man. I won't even go there with that story, but all right. Let's see, Al.
Yeah, I think Coach put it to me, that you really have to find something that gets you up in the morning. That's the thing. I have two young girls, and it's, I always heard people with kids say, that's the reason why I live. This is why I get up in the morning. And, one of the reasons why I'm up in the morning is because it's something new, and the older I got, I've learned to understand that, wow, when I'm yelling at them, it's the same thing that I did when I was their age. So I have no one else to yell at but myself. So,
all right.
It's finding that, just finding that thing that keeps you going, whatever that is, so it's family, it's, getting the opportunity to spend some time, although, in this time right now, it's been a whole lot of time we spent together, but you just try to find that passion and, and just keep going.
Awesome. Are there any more questions? Let's see. I tried to make Super Bowl in Los Angeles.
I think there was a couple more questions.
Okay.
I know Eric had also put a phenomenal promotional video together for us, and I wanted to give an opportunity for us to, let him share that with us as well. So if we take a couple-minute break, if everybody wants to take a 2-minute stretch break, is that okay with everybody? And I tell you what, we can have the great Larry Little answer that, because we didn't ask him about what he says to stay motivated. And Larry, there's a great story I think you should tell if we come back with you and my good friend Les Brown, how you knocked the wind out of him. If you guys know Les Brown, he's one of the greatest motivational speakers, but Larry ended his football career. But I want Eric to, because he did so much to help put this together so quick, and I just want to give him a couple of minutes. He queued up some professional commercials for us to highlight the NFL alumni in this event. So are you guys okay with that if we just take a couple of minute break?
That is perfect. Yeah.
I want Larry to answer that question, and we'll talk a couple more stories. And I promise we'll have you guys off before the ESPN special. Eric, are you ready?
This is Phil Villapiano, winner of Super Bowl 11 with the Oakland Raiders. This Thursday, in getting ready for the Super Bowl on Sunday, Micah Tardy of the NFL Alumni Jersey Shore chapter will host 4 other Super Bowl champs and myself. We're going to talk a little bit about Super Bowl, a little bit about our careers, and have some fun. So that's going to be Thursday night, 6 o'clock. Tune in to www.nfl.com NFLalumni.nj.org. Sign up, join us, let's have some fun. 6 o'clock Thursday night, www.nflalumni.nj.org. See you Thursday.
Greetings, my name is Tim Wright, winner of Super Bowl 49 with the New England Patriots, and I'm inviting you, along with 4 other Super Bowl winners, of a one-of-a-kind experience where we'll answer your questions, talk about our careers, and walk you through the experience of winning a Super Bowl championship. The event will be hosted by Michael Attardi, who is the president of the NFL Alumni New Jersey chapter. And if you would like to join us on this experience on February 4th at 6 p.m., you could pull up a front row seat by going to www.nflalumni.nj.org and book your tickets. And again, we just want to thank you for supporting the NFL Alumni's mission of caring for kids. We hope to see you there. Take care.
Thank you, Eric.
We are living in a digital age, and we think it's safe to say that all businesses are needing to transition from traditional brick and mortar to broadcast. Everything is really about data collection and building a community. EasyWay Broadcasting has created a social network / solution provider within the EasyWay network to help its members with this transition. Introducing the EasyWay Wall of Fame, a one-stop shop for business owners and influencers that help them to connect, grow, learn, and scale the easy way. Over the years, we have been building affiliates and partnerships in all genres. That means our platform utilizes all our members' businesses to provide services at a much lower cost, help sell their service and promote their awareness to more potential customers. Through our new media empire, we have a reach to millions. Become an affiliate. Make money doing it the easy way. Create your free account today by visiting easywaywalloffame.com. Accelerate your influence through direct access to the right influencers. We have many TV shows that our members can be interviewed by. We have our own magazine and radio station to promote our EasyWay Wall of Fame members' profiles, which they control. The more friends you get, the bigger your business will grow. Join the EasyWay Wall of Fame community for free today.
All right.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you so much. It looks like we lost some more of our folks. So that Mike, you're here.
I'm here. Larry's here, and Phil's coming back into the camera.
Phil's here. I have one of our guys, also JB, who actually works with another good friend of your guys. He works with Vince Papali. JB's one of our superstars, and he's been working with Vince this last year during the pandemic, doing events with him all over the country via Zoom. JB, if you want to say a quick hi to everybody and tell them about your work with Vince. Vince, I know we were trying to get out here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. And he loves all of you guys. He knows you all so well. And so special shout out to all you South Jersey folks. And he's doing a lot more time down there in South Florida. He'll be hanging out with Larry Little a lot more and all you guys. But yeah, fortunately, I had a great history of working with Janet, his wife, and coaching her up in business, and then all of a sudden turns into Vince and I doing all these programs everywhere virtually when his slate got wiped out from his public speaking everywhere. And Vince is absolutely awesome, as you guys know, just super humble pie and great guy. And he thanks you guys for all of your support for the NFL alumni. And it's great to be able to see everybody getting excited. And I'm going to share so many of these stories. He might be like an old married couple. He'd be like, yeah, JB, I've heard that one twice, or whatever. But I know you guys are doing amazing things, and we're putting a bunch of proceeds to this Caring for Kids and the Veterans Radio and all the things that Eric Zuli's doing with Easy Way. That's just phenomenal. We're doing a channel coming up. So This is a really cool thing. And all my friends are jealous seeing Tim Wright. I'm sending photos everywhere. Sending all my Dolphin friends. That's right, Tim. My buddy Brian.
Oh yeah.
Man, lives with me. I'm in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
And this guy Brian is like Mr. Patriots, like crazy.
Wow.
And he fights all the time with a guy across the street that's a big Giants fan. So it's pretty fun. But
nice.
Yeah, Brian, man, he oh my gosh, Brian Booth. Now relocated to Myrtle Beach, but his heart's always in New England. So that means a lot, man. Brian sent me like, what? I'm like, yes. And it was a picture of you at the big bling ring right there. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Nice.
So there's a lot of fun. Way to go.
You know what I always say though? I always say that I wish mine grows up to his size, but it never will. It never will.
And Mike, let's also let people know. Let me say something to Tim.
Yeah.
Your ring would never have a 0 at the end.
Oh. I love it. I love it.
You guys are great, but little Tim being so like Mr.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
All Al stuff. It's just great. You guys are just phenomenal tonight. Thank you for doing this, Eric. All of you, I mean, incredible. So way to go, Eric Stoller, and way to go, Mike Attardi, to put this together.
Awesome.
This is a thrill and a half, guys. So
awesome, my friend.
We're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Absolutely.
Thank you, JB.
Thank you, Mike. I just want to say this and make a shout out. I want people to know, whatever proceeds we have from tonight, it's going to the kids charity for the NFL alumni, New Jersey. So if you go to NFLalumninj.org or click any of those links, look, that money goes for good cause. We do this to help raise money and to give, this is a big week. We're in a crazy time, right? I was 20 when the Giants won that 86 Super Bowl. So I'm like, wow, I still remember visual of watching OJ Anderson knocking people over. But I'm saying we are here to help raise money. So for those who enjoyed yourself, you want to give a donation, $5, $20, whatever it is, I just wanted to give that shout out, Mike, because I want people to know what this is about.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, the Caring for Kids mission is so important. My vice president, Tim Wright, Sal Taddeo, who's on my executive board, and Megan Solomon, we all have been really supporting this Caring for Kids mission for the state of New Jersey. And we've had some incredible touchdown members that have just stepped up and really helped us. The Navy League has been an incredible partner, Monmouth County Boy Scouts. I can really name a lot of really great charities that we've really touched and really got involved with here in New Jersey. And I'm going to tell you, it really is caring for kids, because we care for kids here in New Jersey. So thank you so much. And Phil, I know that you have a love for the Jersey Shore, of course, being born and raised here as well. So I know that every time that we do these things, it's, with the NFL alumni, it's for a great cause and stuff. So
yeah, Michael, and thank you for always bringing me in. I live half the year in California and half the year at the shore, but man, I love when you started the Central Jersey chapter, because there's so many of us right here at the shore that, we love the shore and we love to give back. So it's easy. And I thank you. You're doing a wonderful job. And all the time I keep sending you emails like, good job, Michael. Good job, Michael. You keep pulling off. Tim, good job, Tim. Good job, Tim. You guys are doing it. And all your whole crew. Hey, Larry Little, they would take on the South Miami chapter that you're a part of. This might be
we have Larry Ball. Larry Ball down here.
We don't want to mess with him.
He's a great guy.
And we're big supporters of Larry. Larry, I don't know if you remember, we got that great picture of me and you and Mike and Mercury Morris. And Larry got mad because I got one of the balls at the auction, and Mercury said, "Give me that," because there was only Hall of Famers on it, and he signed it because he said, "What did he have? Was his jersey in the Hall of Fame or something like that?"
No, I was gonna slapjab Mercury.
He grabbed the bottom of my ball. I should pull it up, and he had signed it. But listen, this has been phenomenal. I also want to give a shout out to our behind the scenes guy, Matt Kelly with Mandelbrot Marketing. They were on it all day, texting and emailing. And there's Matt. He's a Chicago boy. If you guys are golfers, he's got an amazing golf program. So to find out more, really connect with us. He's lined up courses all over Chicago for a membership fee. So for people that play a lot of golf, it's a heck of a deal. But awesome. Mike, this has just been great. And we didn't ask Larry the question that we asked everybody else. But before he answers that, Larry, I want you to tell that story with your good buddy Les Brown. Now, if you don't know Les, I've spent many years promoting his live seminars, and him and Larry went to high school together. And Les made the football team. And if you know Les, he's one of the greatest motivational speakers at all time. So, Larry, I'm going to let you take it over from there and tell us what happened.
Okay, first of all, Les did not make the football team.
Okay.
And I keep, every time I talk to Les, how many of you guys ever heard of Les Brown? I mean, the other guys, I don't know, because Les is one of the greatest motivational speakers in the world.
Of all time, yeah.
And Les and I graduated from high school at Booker T. Washington High School here in Miami. Les came out for the football team. A lot of people does not know this, but Les has a twin brother. His twin brother name is Wesley. I always, when I talk to Les, first of all, Les' hair is blacker than night. Wesley's hair is whiter than snow. I said, wait a minute, Les, how can you two guys be twins and your hair is black and Wes' hair is white? But Wes tells this lie that when he came out for the football team, that I hit him so hard that he took his stuff off right at the moment and walked off the football field and said, I'm not going to be a football player. Now, one thing, this weekend, this is on a sad note, one of our high school classmates passed away, and both of us will be on a Zoom call at his services, Les and I. But, Les is a great friend, and we talk occasionally, but Les, I'm going to say this because I know Les is a big liar. Not when he talks about motivation, but when he
storyteller.
I stopped him from playing football. I never remember Les even coming out for the football team.
Well, I heard something a little different that he said that he told me that you told the coach told me to say hubba hubba, and the coach said he's talking bad about your mom. If he says hubba hubba, I want you to knock him on his butt. And that's what he told me. And you hit him so hard that he said, I'll just be in the booth and be the announcer.
That's what our coach did say, hubba hubba. I never knew what a hubba hubba meant either.
Oh, man.
That's some funny stuff. Well, listen, I think we're running out of time and everything, but I just wanted to say thank you very much for everyone that have joined us tonight. Phil, when I grow up, I want to be like you. I want to be out there and play golf every day, loving life, doing my shipping.
There you go, baby.
I want to be like you, baby.
Yeah.
And listen, Tim, I really want a ring like yours, man. You know, but like I'm a little too old for that now, man. Like I can't. Maybe I can buy one or something. But
Hey, Tim,
that's about it.
have a 0 under the L column.
And listen, Larry, I don't know if you remember this, but you allowed me to like actually hold your ring. And I was so afraid that I was going to drop it because I'm saying, like, I'm looking at it, I'm just seeing the, the 12-0 and all that stuff and everything. And
12-0.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Showed up.
I made a mistake. Sorry.
17-0.
17-0. I meant to say. I don't know why I said 12-0. 17-0, and I was shaking because I don't want to drop the darn thing. But
It wasn't nothing like what Tim has. We had a cheap owner.
Mike, before we close too, we got to get everybody's predictions for the big game this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
We got to get everybody's predictions as well. I think that's real important. And let's get a little bit of you guys' insight to what you think. I think this is the coolest thing ever. I mean, listen, this is like when Peyton Manning won the 50th. Tom Brady's playing for the Bucs, and he's the only guy that brought the first team in the history of the league. Can you guys believe this? I mean, Phil, Larry, in the history of the league, is the first time a team's playing in their home stadium. That's so cool from a history standpoint.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So Phil Villapiano, who do you think is going to win this game?
Well, after Tim give me a little advice there, I'm going with Brady. I was wondering about those 3 interceptions in the second half last week, but now I feel much better. I'm going to go with Tom Brady. And guess what, boys? There's a little guy from Bowling Green out there. His name's Scotty Miller, and he's a white boy that can run. Be careful of him for the
All right, Larry Little, what's your prediction, buddy?
I'm going with Kansas City.
Okay.
So they're the half white boy playing quarterback.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a great ball player, man. You can't take that away from him. I don't care what color you are, man.
Seriously, Tampa Bay has such a hell of a defensive line. They're kind of scary. Yeah. But I still think some kind of way that Kansas City will pull this game out. I don't know why. I don't have it. I'm not a genius, but I just think that KC will win this game. They'll be, I've won 2 Super Bowls in a row. It's going to be the first time that another team, a team that wins 2 games in a row, Super Bowl in a row, Kansas City. I'm always wrong, so don't take my.
So do the opposite of what Larry says.
So, Mr. Tim Wright, your predictions.
So my prediction, I'm gonna give a score too. I'm gonna go 28 Tampa Bay, 21 Kansas City.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm predicting score. Yeah.
Okay, 28-21.
28-21.
For your old teammate, man, the GOAT.
In my own stadium.
That's right, and your own stadium. That's right.
Yeah.
Listen, you were actually drafted by Tampa, right? Is that correct?
I came through the back door, Mike.
Oh, that's right. You actually been signed as a free agent. That's right. That's right. Signed as a free agent and was with Tampa Bay first and had a great year, a few years, and then all of a sudden you were just nabbed back up again. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Al, your predictions, buddy.
I got to stay true to the my home. I call it my second home there in Tampa. So Tampa Bay Bucks. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm gonna go with that Tampa Bay Bucks defense. Plus, most of the defensive personnel on that staff is from Temple. So go Temple Owls and go Tampa Bay.
Awesome.
Right.
I'm gonna make a prediction of a 17 Tampa, 14 Kansas City. 17-14.
Wow, low scoring game.
Well, I just love that. No, I'll tell you why.
Scoring game.
But they have a great defense. It's just like Larry was saying. Yeah. Listen, defenses win Super Bowls. That's a fact.
That's true. Well, if you remember Coach Bollettieri said something at the beginning of this call, and he said, the weather will play a factor. And I just pulled it up. It's going to be 73, so we're not going to have snow. But there's about 60% precipitation, so you might get a little rain. It doesn't sound like a washout, but you know, I don't know. Rob, who do you got? Who's your pick for the win?
You're on mute, Rob.
Rob, you're muted, brother.
Mute. Unmute yourself.
Hey there, buddy. All right, go ahead.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings, champions and future champions who are watching here tonight. And I know the weather is going to be about 73 degrees. Larry still has his helmet, and it's only a few hours away. So I think he can get that paperwork in.
I'll be right here in Miami on TV.
Who's your pick, Rob?
I'm actually I'm an NFC fan only because the Giants, you know, growing up a Giants fan. And so I think slight edge for Tampa Bay. I did go to college at University of South Florida, Tampa. Also, Nick Bollettieri's from New York, but he's actually become a Tampa Bay fan because he's been living down there since I think the 1980s. So it's all good. So yeah, I'm guessing it will be the Bucks, but who knows?
Okay.
Well, there you go. That as long as you're set on that number. All right.
Okay, Eric, how are you, buddy?
How about me? Listen, I'm going to go with the GOAT. I'm an NFC guy here. I'm going with Tampa 30, and I'm going to go with Kansas City at 27. How about that? Throw some points on the board. I saw him throw some bombs the other day. I mean, man, both these teams are looking good, and I mean, the defense on the Bucks is tight. I mean, Jason Pierre-Paul, he's playing great. That defense is tight. You know, I was watching. You know, you watch. And the year that my Giants beat your Patriots, a friend of mine laughed at me because I said the Giants were on a cusp of greatness. And they had that crazy season. They didn't have a great winning record. They got the crazy catch with David Tyree. I mean, you know, if I'm right. But it's amazing when teams get momentum, right, guys? You know, getting into the Super Bowl, when teams have momentum, what can happen? And they're both amazing teams. I just think this is, you know, you got the GOAT and you got the future GOAT and Patrick Mahomes. This guy is a special player too. So I think it's wonderful. And by the way, Al, shout out to Temple Owls. My niece is a senior at Temple.
All right. And then Mr. Zulli,
hey, Eric,
what do you say, buddy?
To talk about the Temple Owls, I don't know if you knew or not, but John Chaney, the legendary basketball coach at Temple, was a graduate of my alma mater, Bethune-Cookman University.
All right.
Ah, awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Michael. I'll be honest. I probably shouldn't say this on a broadcast like this, but I don't have any time to really watch and follow football. I'm too busy making everybody else famous. But I will say I'll leave it in God's hands wherever He wants it to go. And this has been an honor to hang out with you guys, and I appreciate you, Michael and Eric. You know, this has been great. We've gotten amazing, tremendous feedback on the app. I'll talk to you guys behind the scenes.
Awesome. Yeah. And you, JB.
Oh man, you kidding me? We got to go Tampa Bay and the GOAT time. I would go that way. And besides, you know, got to favor a little Tim Wright, Patriot, ex-Patriot love there. And by the way, whenever Tim talks, you know, he always goes to rub something on his chin, right? Gotta love that, which is good. And to you, Phil, tonight, talking about the shipping business, and because of this awesome community, we're all in the shipping business tonight, which is leader shipping, friend shipping.
I love it.
You guys are money. But yeah, I'm going Tampa Bay, and it's going to be high scoring. I know you guys talk defense, but look out for 40 plus.
Ooh.
For somebody.
Okay, so
that's what I'm thinking.
Well, all right,
under, Phil.
All right, Mike, I'm out.
All right, Larry, thank you very much again. And listen, Phil, thank you so much. And for our sponsors, again, I wanted to mention Sal Tadio's company, MCCP.Services. They were a huge supporter of this. Again, MCCP.Services is the credit card servicing process with Sal Tadio.
Mike, I don't want, before we end, I know everybody's getting off. I also want to let everybody know about Champion Mindset TV that we're coming out. We will be having this live on the Easy Way channel on their broadcast network, and Eric, a little bit more. But this will be rebroadcasted so people can go back and see it and all of that. So before we end, we'll tell people a little bit about Championship TV will be coming out. And
so let me jump in there if I can, Eric, because we've been having some behind the curtain discussions about Champion TV, a sub channel of the NFL Alumni New Jersey. And I actually had a great idea. What do you guys think about this? We could set up a special like panel, NFL Super Bowl ring holders of the round table. You know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of these fans going nuts with questions. We need to get more into being like a very interactive, a platform to be able to talk to these amazing Super Bowl ring holders and the NFL alumni and the cause and stuff. I think we need to get a lot more interactive and make that really happen on Champion TV and the NFL Alumni in New Jersey.
Awesome. Yeah. And just one last shout out. I do have to say thank you to the Salty Whale over in New Jersey, who has been an incredible partner of the NFL Alumni and our Caring for Kids mission. So I want to say a huge shout out to the Salty Whale, Amy, George, and the incredible staff over here. So thank you.
Awesome. Hey guys, if you have any final thoughts or words and, that you might want to say to the people that are watching and kind of like, hey, what's the one message? I know we've gone through a crazy year.
You got lost connection. Sorry.
What do you got? What do you want to say, Tim? Let's start it off with you. What's one thing you wanted to say to people kind of as we close this out for tonight about keeping the faith and the hope and kind of believing? And I want to kind of turn that to you.
I think it's very fitting for what we're all experiencing. I truly believe that most of us know what training camp was like, and you can equate training camp to a lot of different grueling elements or parts in your life or seasons in your life. And I just feel like we're all going through a season right now, and seasons come to an end. You get on the other side, whether you're victorious or you learn a lot and you come back out and you're going through life again. So I just feel like we all just get through this one day at a time. We continue to stick together. We continue to look at the bright side of things and keep yourself safe. And I feel like we'll pull through this. So that's what I ended with.
Awesome. Al Singleton, what would you like to say as your closeout words for the group today?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank all you guys. I definitely enjoyed reliving the Super Bowl memories and hearing about some new experiences. And really, it's to echo what Tim said. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. As long as you keep moving, you will get to it. We will get to the finish line. So for all the people that have lost someone, I've experienced some losses in my family, close family, extended family. So my prayers go out to everyone, and just know that we're going to come out on the other side of this. We just have to keep the faith.
Amen.
Awesome.
Amen.
I don't know if Larry's trying to talk to us. He seems like he's on mute. Larry, you trying to talk to us? We can't. You're on mute, sir.
Technical difficulties.
Larry, you're on mute, buddy.
And Eric, I want to say shout out to Glover's Own Deal Pictures too, because they did an amazing job with the production and helped us amazing. And our Easy Way family, I appreciate all you guys and the 17 affiliates that pushed and promoted this event. I would mention them all, but we don't have enough time. So thank you, everybody. We really appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, guys, last minute, great job. I'm telling you, we put this together in less than a week. It was crazy. Yeah. So again, thank you so much. And for all you guys that could give to the NFL Alumni NJ.org, again, NFL Alumni NJ.org, you can actually check that out. We would love to have your support. So again, thanks again for everything. I'm going to be signing out here over at the Salty Whale in New Jersey. And I want to say safe to everyone. God bless. and we will all get through this together, because as former players and as, you know, we have always worked together as a team, you know, like it's always been teamwork, and that's how I live my life and code. So I just wanted to say thank you to my extended team here, and God bless, guys. Thank you.
Great job, Mike. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Guys, thank you so much.
All right, sign me off. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys rocked the
Go have
house.
some
Thanks,
salty.
everybody, once again. And Mike, we'll talk offline, but I just want to thank all of you guys for your participation. And we love to do anything we do to support your causes and your businesses. And that's what we're here. Champion Mindset is about helping people learn, network, and grow. Our team is all about winning. We're big sports fans. We're big about helping the community. And we're big about helping everybody win. You know, as my great friend Les Brown says, there's enough out there for everyone. And I know you guys do big things. So Al, thank you. Tim, thank you, sir. You know, I know we've had conversations in the past. Do you know Charlie Moore? I think Moore, or I think he's the mental fitness coach over at Rutgers.
Charlie Mars. It sounds familiar, but no,
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
He's a buddy of Coach Politeri's. He was going to help us with getting we talked about the speaking program. So at Rutgers. So there's a great, yeah. So I'm about networking. Al, anything we can do to help you and support your Stonehill Financial, please let us know. Mike knows how to get us. We are Touchdown members with the New Jersey chapters, so we're big supporters. I'm a big Mike Attardi fan, big Tim Wright fan, now a big Al Singleton fan, and the guys you got on here, they work with us and all about, you know, making things happen, you know, and that's what it takes, right, guys? So I just want to say thank you. And also, Eric Zulli, I want to give a shout out to you, because this man put that video together last night for us. And I keep saying to Mike, I go, Mike, if we would have had a month, what could we have done? So I want to thank that Bart Oates and Larry Little and Tim Wright and Al Singleton and Phil Villapiano and Coach Bollettieri. And if you guys ever want to go over to the IMG Academy and hang out over there, that's a serious place. He showed me that check. Some guy bought that check that said Vince Lombardi. It said, one day the greatest tennis coach. Who would have known? Some guy, he wrote him a check for $17 to teach him tennis. How do you like that? But I just want to share with you, we work with him and created all of his digital programming. So guys, you've done phenomenal tonight. And I just want to say that from the bottom of my heart. Thank all of you for really participating and playing full out today.
It was awesome, Eric. Great job, man.
Thank you. And hey, Eric, just know, in 1997, I signed with IMG, a guy named Mason Ash, and the place where we worked out was in Bradenton, Florida, at the Nick Bollettieri. They just started their football, and it's still, well, it's a lot better than it was when I got there, because
well, if Nick didn't tell the story, but he was a drill sergeant, and when he started here in Miami, he would line the kids up and he'd get them focused, and he was the first guy to do boarding schools for athletes. And it started with tennis, and then IMG bought him because, you know, he had some things that happened, and they created like it is now. I mean, I was there, and you know, I think Gatorade and Nike and Under Armour, they're all like participating, because I mean, I think some of the biggest athletes. And by the way, if you send your kid there, it's like $100,000 a year they're a prodigy, you know? Yeah. So, but you know what happened with Nick? He had so many players like Agassi and all these Becker and all of them. And I was a kid, was a tennis player and played football. I said, me and my sister, we're Brooklyn kids. We can't afford to go there. And I find out later he's scholarshiping everybody. Come on down. But yeah, man, IMG is a great place. If you ever want to go back, you know, we were there. We were actually going to run an event at some point over there. They built a hotel on the campus now and everything. So yeah, it's a phenomenal place. In fact, Nick has one of his condos or townhouses literally right next door to the academy. So if you go back there, it's there, and then there's another place for IMG as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Al and Tim, you know, we work with Eric and Champion Mindset as well, and we reach about 60 million homes with our network. If we can support you guys, we have a nonprofit foundation called Easyway Cares that helps with, you know, supporting multimedia. I guess you could say affiliate we bring in a lot of people to push whatever it is that you're doing to get real traffic. So I love what you guys are doing, and it was an honor to be on stage with you.
Likewise, man. Thank you for all your work.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Pleasure to meet you.
All right,
I'll definitely be in touch with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll make sure you guys have our numbers. Gents, you guys are all amazing. I want you to have a great weekend. Have a good Super Bowl. You know, Sunday. I think it's going to be an exciting game. I mean, I don't know if I can, go run over there. I'm, 4 hours away over here in Miami, but it was here last year. It was a little bit crazier. If you think about what's going on, you guys don't even down here last year. In fact, Coach Belichick, because they didn't win, I was at a big party. I got to go to Lee Steinberg's party, and then we went to another party, and Coach was there. And people, there was like, you couldn't get near him, he was sitting there in his shorts and Hawaiian shirt, and there was like some band playing. But I got to tell folks, if you're at a Super Bowl week, and I've had the chance living in Miami to meet a number of them, it's a phenomenal experience, just the connections and the people and just a good camaraderie. So I hope we brought a little bit out to that tonight with the NFL Alumni New Jersey chapter. And helping folks. And I know we don't have a lot of folks on Zoom as we're coming down. We did have a lot of folks turn over YouTube. And gentlemen, I'll make sure you both get copies of this so you'll have it for yourself. And we can do anything to help you use this to help promote your businesses and yourselves. We're here to serve. We're here to help. So
that was fun, Al. That was great, Tim. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
thank you guys.
Hey, good seeing you again, Mr. JB Speaks. We'll talk.
Got it, brother. You're awesome.
Thanks a lot, everybody. There's a lot of kids.
Tim, I gotta see you soon, man. I'll holler at you.
Come through.
All right, guys.
All right.
Good evening.
You
guys are great.
Thank you so much. Be safe out there, and we'll speak to you soon. Eric, I know you're going to run those commercials. Go take it away, brother.
The BrainTap is a unique headset that combines light and sound frequencies with guided meditations. Dr. Patrick Porter, inventor of BrainTap and member of our faculty, has created 20 to 30-minute course reviews for many of our courses. Before starting a course or at any point before taking the exam, you can put on your BrainTap, close your eyes, and begin your course review. Brain tapping guides your mind from an awake, reactionary mind into an intuitive, creative state, then to a place where super learning and healing can occur, with the outcome being a heightened state of consciousness with crystal clear focus. Relax with scientifically proven techniques that create a symphony of brainwave activity, a feeling of calm focus that's just right for learning and productivity. Each session is designed with brainwave balance in mind. Some audio sessions have dual voice processing, which means you may hear two voices speaking at the same time. This technique is used for inspiring left and right brain balance.
The professional speaking industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and the religious speaking industry is even larger. Yet both of these industries miss out on billions of dollars of sales and donations every year. They are desperately seeking ways to increase their revenue during events, immediately after events, as well as weeks later. They need a way of directly communicating with their audience during and after their speeches or sermons in order to achieve more connection and engagement. TextMe Leads answers this need with their unique use of technology and service. TextMe Leads enables all types of speakers to communicate directly with their audience during and after events. This dramatically increases immediate and long-term engagement. TextMe Leads even allows sales and contributions to happen during an event, which is when audiences feel most connected, and that's when they're most likely to buy. TextMe Leads, the missing link between speakers and their buying audience.
Introducing EasyWay Family App, your new virtual vision 2020. Be seen, be available, be everywhere. Available on Apple Store and Google Play. Track our content, stay connected, create your account to gain instant access. Go mobile or go home.
Looking to grow and align your brand with celebrities and other established brands? Your brand is all about your entire customer experience. Everything from your logo, your website, your social media experiences, the way you answer the phone, to the way your customers experience your staff. So why not let us help you get your branding right from the start? At Easyway Promotions, we are a new class of professionals providing first-class online branding, promotions, social media, website development, editing, graphic design, public relations, media, SEO, and online advertising to give your business the competitive edge to stand out. Our highly experienced experts will not only help you increase your online presence, but also provide you with a proven online strategy to help you increase the value of your company and make acquiring new customers easier. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today and let us help you grow your business exponentially.
The Brain Tap is a unique
Once again, I just want to thank everybody for participating in this event today. I hope that all of you enjoyed it, and we look forward to sharing with you other events and programming in the future. And we'll be launching Champion Mindset TV real soon, so get to see these shows. Rob, I thought it was a great program that we had. Wow, what an honor to have these legends, man. Just hearing the stories and you know, going back a little bit in their history and getting a chance to relive a little bit about memory lane. And I know as a fan, you know, for guys like us, it's kind of like we're in love of the game. But if, you know, you're there at the game and you're living that, you know, these are once in a lifetime experiences. And I hope everybody tonight who watched via YouTube, it was on the chat. I know most of everybody has, you know, it's kind of ended, but I just want people to understand that this was about creative collaboration tonight and putting this together. So I thought it was real wonderful, Rob.
Yes, absolutely, Eric. They say competition creates champions. And that's true everywhere in the world, regardless if you're a farmer, if you're a scientist, if you're looking to create any type of product. And it's one of the things that we teach with Champion Mindset is to compete and to create even more value. I always tell people that we all have courage and greatness within us and opportunity all around us. And yes, you also could be part of Super Bowl week and be creating content and be mixing in with Champion Mindset and the NFL alumni and even agents and owners and other top vendors and advertisers and marketers involved in things as big as the big game. Yes.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. And again, you know, it's like anything. We did this in a week. You know, we put this together to assemble this crew of ex-players, you know, Larry and Phil, and just a great bunch of people. And like you just said, you know, there's opportunity all around us. And all I can share with everybody here is take advantage of your opportunities. You know, sometimes people say, I don't have this and I don't have this. Everything is here for you. So all you need to do is step out and make things happen. There's a world of abundance. So with that, I'm going to be signing off. Rob Tamboya, thank you, sir, for your hard work. And thank you to Mike Attardi, Larry Little, Al Singleton, Tim Wright, Phil Villapiano, Bart Oates, Otis Anderson, and the NFL alumni, New Jersey chapter, Easy Way and Eric Zuley, John Budigan and JB, Matthew Kelly from Mandelbrot Marketing, and of course, Champion Mindset Events. And we didn't get a shout out from our brother Bernard Jennings, who runs the Biscayne Gardens Chamber, that's been with us every step of the way here in Miami at our Hard Rock Stadium events and others. And he got on a little late. And finally, I want to also let everybody know that we want to thank you because Coach Bollettieri joined us tonight. That was a special little treat. I know he's a big football fan, and I know always great to have the winningest coach in the history of a sport on board with us. So cool, to have this together. So with that, Rob, you have a great night. Everybody have a great night. Have a great Super Bowl weekend. Stay safe out there. All right. And we hope to see you soon. And not only on a virtual stage, but on a live stage. And if you want to find out more about Champion Mindset or Champion Mindset Television, just go into info@IamChampionMindset.com. That's info@IamChampionMindset.com. And we'll be more than happy to share with you what's upcoming. You can always go to our Champion Mindset event site, and you can always find out what the latest happenings are. And if you're not on our mailing list, a lot of you have gotten last minute texts and emails to join this. There was a complimentary call. And, if you're in a charitable mood, you can always give a few dollars to the alumni for their kids' charity. We raise hundreds of thousands of dollars a year with them for different events. So with that being said, everybody, God bless. Have an amazing night and have a Super Bowl weekend. Thank you.